All right, here we go. We're gonna take the 10 now and go straight down to double check some stuff. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna do the Furminator first. This is the old style Furminator, my favorite. I only have a few left. They're on my website, so I'm gonna Furminate here. Look at all this. Look at all that. Because he hasn't been shaved or brushed or whatever in like a year, right? It's stuck in there. There's a lot of hair in each hair follicle in a dog. I need to shake my socks out because I got hair all up in my feet. Well, watch the moles. Real gentle now. This will pull up some more stuff in the hair, the dirt, the hair, dead hair, and then I'll come back, just run through with my 10 blade. Not real hard now, because I mean, you don't have to do it real hard. It's already looking real clean, isn't it? Let's go back to this side. Just real nice and easy here. Look at this. Not digging real hard. I have a few of these ones. These are my favorite left. I actually found them the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting them. So this is my favorite, but they've changed the style on them now a little bit. All right, now we'll come back through with my 10 blade. And let me see, you can actually do this too. You can come back like this. There ain't much, but real light, because his hair is real thick. And it's a dirty coat, so just kind of help yourself a little bit, bring it back up. Okay. That's a mass right there. That's huge mass right there. You can't hardly tell, but I was like, man, that's really. We'll look at it. We'll look at it in a minute. He doesn't like, no dog really likes their tail messed with. So swing it to the side. He doesn't like it. Don't fight him on it. Right? Just come at it. See both right here and right there where I just moved the 2 feet. See right here too? Look how he's sweating through the table. Never really noticed that before. All right, now we're gonna blend ahead and then we're coming to an end pretty closely here. You see this one, Bean? You ain't got much in there. I'm also just kind of tag these up real quick. Good boy. You see this one, Bean? There you go. Good boy. You're chewing these, it looks like. You see this one? Thank you. Good boy. You chewing these too? Don't get mad. Let me see. Let me see. Let me just look. Yeah, you look like you're nibbling on those. You're keeping them up? That's smart. That's smart, bud. How is that possible? Can you get this one? That's weird. All right, final touches here. We're gonna do ear cleaning. Look up. Let me get that hair out of there. That'll fall from your head, from your forehead. Ooh, look how dirty they are. All right, well, let's do that again. More gray than there was no red and all that stuff, so hopefully we're good. But I'm gonna come in a little bit more and get, ooh. Am I the only person cleaning your ears? I guess we're gonna use all these on this one ear, eh? Let's pull this apart. Get in there. You notice how he's got a black tongue, right? Don't, careful now, you're, okay. Let's keep doing this one. Let me get the hemostat. Watch the body language, ears tucked back, licking his chomps. He's like, ah. I don't know about that. Please don't do any sudden movements. All right, next, I'm gonna go out to refill. Okay, this side. Oh, don't get mad at me. Smell. Yep, don't get mad at me. Here, smell. Okay. Don't get mad. Let me see. Don't. Let me see here. Look, we need to focus, okay? Let me see. Well, so, let me see. Last one. Let me just get this in here. I'm actually not digging, but I just want to focus on the area and make sure we get as best as we can just to get all that dirt out of there. Okay. All right, bud. I'm gonna flip through here. This is back in the day. Let me see if I got a picture of Bean at our Halloween party. Oh my goodness. There he is, look, this is Bean. Here's Bean. I've been grooming him since, look at him. Look at Bean. Cards, this is who Melanie is. Melanie printed this for me. Melanie worked at Office Depot as a manager and she printed these for me. She would work on my cards every year. I would do a Christmas card. It's been a while. She printed this one for me. All right, so this video is a tribute to Melanie, a good friend of mine, a great client, and we did business together for many years. She was a manager at Office Depot. When I first started my business back in 2005, I began working with her, and every year I did Halloween cards, every year I did Christmas cards, and I would do handmade compilations of the pets that I had groomed the most that year. And so you'd be pretty lucky if your pet made it onto the Christmas card. Look, I would just totally put a bunch of pictures all together. Look at me down there. Man, I was young then, wasn't I? This was Christmas 2008. She printed this for me. I would send the other cards out, these other cards. I have a whole bunch, but they're not here. Thanksgiving, and this looks like Happy Thanksgiving, da-da-da-da. This is 2008 Thanksgiving card, so I did a Halloween card for 2008. This was a Christmas card for 2007, so she printed this one for me. And then here's Bean in my old salon. Yep, the old salon right down the street here where I started grooming. So Melanie, we lost Melanie about a week and a half ago to breast cancer. And I didn't find out until a few days ago. And in finding out, it was because Lance, her husband, called me and needed a groom, and I had no idea. So I had watched Melanie's Facebook page about her daughter and some of the things her daughter was going through, and so I said, you know, I'll pray for your daughter. How's she doing? She's doing great, uplifting and running around like nothing's happening, but she was actually going through a lot. And at the same time, I didn't know Melanie was going through so much herself, so much that it costed her life. So those of you who have survived breast cancer, those of you who have known someone that you've lost through breast cancer, and for that matter, cancer at all. Man, I really hate you, cancer, and you took a lot of friends of mine away, and I just want
the world to know that, you know, when you are a groomer or a friend, and when something like that is happening and someone calls you, and you know, everything gets put on the back burner when you're doing a lot of things with the hospital. Everything in the world is put on the back burner. From dinner to walks to exercise, everything is just stand still. And so in the middle of COVID-19, she's going through all this stuff, and then we ended up losing her. I had no idea. When I found out Lance had called to get a groom for his dog, to finally have the time to say, and you know what, he fundraised for it. He fundraised for, he didn't say I'm raising money, but donations came in for him, and he used it towards getting his dog up to date on vaccination, things that he had not been able to do because of all these other things happening in his world. And he used, and I said, Lance, I said, this is free. I said, I would be charging this right now, and I mean, no offense, I haven't been grooming since March, and it's July, mid-July, but I said, this is free. And when he said, oh, you don't know, Dee Dee, and I said, no, what? And he said, we lost Melanie. Boy, I started crying, and I was like, okay. I was like, I said, let me gather myself, and let me book you this appointment, Lance, and everything's free. And when I get off the phone with you, I'm gonna bawl my eyes out, right? Just like I wanna cry right now, because how wonderful it has been to know Melanie and her family. And I'm grateful to still have her family, and they love me and trust me. Even though they haven't been able to come in for about a year, they love and trust me. And he said right there, we haven't gone anywhere else, Dee Dee. And it's not because they can't or didn't want to, they've just been too busy with some of the things they've been facing that I can't tell you about. So God bless them, and we lost a wonderful person to breast cancer. And Melanie, this groom was for you. Your husband, he wouldn't take free. He still tipped me. So thank you, Lance, for honoring me as your groomer and just valuing me and not taking it for free. And even though I wanted to give it to you, everything for free. So thank you so much. So I've been grooming him since he was 1.5 years old. That's when they adopted him. And I've been grooming him since December 23rd, 2008. And I knew Melanie when she was a teacher, and many years have passed. I really got to know Lance because every time after they had a baby, every time the grooming came around, I saw Lance more than I saw Melanie. But I tell you what, I'm so blessed to have known Melanie while she was here. Oh, you're freezing.